Howdy folks, this is Feanor, and thank you for spending time together with me on the internet. Looks like the Lost Ark server I play on is down, so I figured I would do another episode of my EU playthrough, where we're playing as Portugal. So I don't really recall what was going on when we left off. I know I had started to do my colonial expansion. I think I was heading for the Caribbean, and yeah, waiting about another decade for my next war with Morocco, and that was mainly what's going on. So, let's see here. Yeah, I've got this guy over there. Do I have a colonist on the way? Not quite yet. Okay. Just checking and seeing where we're at. Oh yeah, we're all out of manpower. That's a big thing. Doing okay economically. Doing pretty good with the rest of our stuff. Coring is coming along. Okay, what are we looking at here? Okay. So, I think to start, we are going to try to grab as much of the colonial regions as we can. So we'll grab Brazil, the Caribbean, possibly Eastern America, although I'm also going to want to hop down around Africa for my missions tree. So what else do we have going on? Okay. Gonna hire that military advisor, and we're also gonna switch our focus away from Diplo to admin, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll keep that on there for a few years until we finished our first idea tree up. Oh yeah, it'd be great if we could get a, well, maybe I will switch to him for additional missionary strength and see if that can't help us. Oh yeah, we're gonna start converting Northern Africa back to Christianity. So we'll start with Gibraltar. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and up the speed to 4 and unpause and see what unfolds. I will lose the prestige over the admin power. Okay, what is this? Okay, I'm inclined to take the option to decrease the reform desire, postpone the Reformation as long as possible. Let's see if we want to use any of our stuff. Yeah, I think we will just take that. We'll lose the influence, not a big deal. Interesting. Austria had to sell a province. I guess they are hurting after their war. And as soon as our coring is finished, that should be our first colonial nation. And then we are also going to begin on the Caribbean. Let's also get a spy network going on those guys. They don't have any, basically anyone there to ally with them or anything like that. So, oh yeah, here's our army, and yeah, they're all out of men, so they're hurting pretty badly. So yeah, that's our big thing. In fact, do we have a manpower? Yeah, we need that, but we need to be at war to use it. So the next time I declare war, I hope I remember to fire that off, because we desperately need manpower. We need 30,000 or so to get back to full strength. Yikes. And we will take that, because we usually are confiscating land from our estates. We can't do it right now, even though we could, because we cannot handle a rebellion at the moment. Yikes, yeah. Only gain 200 men each month, and we need 30,000, so that's going to be quite a while. We definitely need manpower pretty desperately. On the bright side, we're doing very well economically, so I might build some of these barracks. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll build a barracks in Porto. And what does our buddy Castile want? They want the maps of the South Atlantic, huh? Huh. You know, they're already exploring. I suppose I'll go ahead and share it with them to get the prestige. And our colony in St. Vincent just started up. May do a second colony here and just pay the premium on it, despite only having one colonist, because I think we can afford it. Very slowly refilling our armies. These type of events are they're historical people, so this is something about a colonial Native American and whatnot, a Taino. And what do we want here? We don't really want that as an advisor, so we're going to take the option that just gives us Diplo power straight up, because we can't really afford her and don't really want her. So we've already got rebellions going on there. We won, but boy, that poor little regiment is hurting. And that finishes off the last of our coring. That barracks cannot finish soon enough. We might even get another barracks in Coimbra, it looks like. Okay, Treaty of Tordesillas. That's the thing from the last video that I couldn't remember the name of. So now basically that's going to block any European Catholic power from colonizing anywhere in this green area, which is colonial Brazil, without taking pretty big penalties. And I don't like Portuguese Brazil, so we'll call it, how about we call it Porzil instead. do that. And now they will gradually begin expanding on their own and whatnot when they can afford to. Fabricating a claim on this little guy that was released in one of the other wars. We'll bring that diplomat home. Who are they allied with? Oh yeah, that's my backdoor to attack Morocco without bringing their Ottoman allies into it. That's right. So that's a nice claim to have. And we do we have a truce with them too? Yeah, we have a truce with them too. So we're going to help Portugal annex these three Indian one-province countries, hopefully in the near future. Well, when our truce ends up, or concludes, rather. And they wisely migrated away from bordering us, but they still share a sea zone, so yeah, it's not going to stop us from fabricating a claim on them. Bully for us. And this event represents the transition from papyrus to paper, and as a result, paper prices are going to go up. I don't think we make any paper, so it doesn't really affect us. Armies are very slowly refilling. Is there a way for me to prioritize them refilling? I don't think there is. No. Well, hopefully the natives remain peaceful over there, despite our aggressive policy towards them. Okay, we are going to go ahead and make Garb a state because it is our goal to eventually own all of their coastline anyway. And making an area a state rather than a territory basically increases the economics and manpower of it at the cost of some of your administration capacity. But we've got plenty of capacity left, so that doesn't bother us so much. So we will double core them. And we're going to get our other diplomat working on threatening countries. Oh, our really good general died. I think, yeah, Ignacio, I think that was our 100 strength general. Yeah, he's dead. That stinks. So Tunis is no longer rivaling me. Who are they allied with? They are allied also with the Ottomans. Yikes. Yeah, we definitely don't want to fight the Ottomans, who are in the process of finishing their consolidation over Anatolia. We don't really use forts, so we're going to take the increased siege ability. Ooh, Austria is hurting. They are no longer considered a great power. Not good for them. And Burgundy is at war with, it looks like a good chunk of the HRE, and are winning despite having some of their homeland occupied. Oh, it looks like, yeah, they've got some occupation going on too. So that'll be interesting to see how that turns out. Interesting. So Portugal was just declared war on by the Tupinopquem. Which are they? Interesting. So can we enter into that war? I don't think we can. So I hope our colony is able to fight them off despite just being formed. It does not look like they have an army set up just yet. Although they are colonizing on their own already, which is good. We will... How are we doing here in tech? Yeah, we need to lose the prestige rather than the military power. And we are going to grab the claim on them, bring that diplomat home. Our army is very slowly regaining its strength. Although the 2 barracks we built are helping. They gave us almost 12-13% more manpower on a monthly basis. We're now at 225 a month. And we'll set our other diplomat to what should we have him do? Castile loves us. England loves us. I guess we're just going to throw them on another neighboring country to make sure that everyone in Europe stays relatively friendly with us. Okay, it looks like the little one province minor that had taken the emperorship of the HRE has failed, making Austria the emperor again, so that's very good for Austria. Even though we could grab the idea, we're going to hold off. We want to stay as far ahead in tech as we can, so we're going to hold off on the tech there. And we have embraced the Renaissance, and colonialism won't be discovered for another 15 years yet. Okay, so yeah, for the cost of just 1 corruption, we get a permanent colonial policy, which gives us +10. We're going to be doing a lot of colonies, so this is a steal at almost any price. I think we can... Now we'll decrease how much we're spending on rooting out corruption. We'll take that all the way down to 0, actually. And rely on that to be taken down by our head of tech once we get there. So we will take the money. That should make us almost 1 ducat a month extra. Okay, so we can automatically expand colony to St. Lucia. Yeah, we'll do that. So now that took up basically all of our surplus, but we're already working on our 2nd out of 5 in the Caribbean. So we can block that from people as quickly as possible. That was related to my estates, meaning that I can grab some more land from them, but we still need some more manpower first. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Yeah, they desperately, they're running low on men over in the colonies. Yikes. How are these guys doing? They are almost full up. I sure hope that we can not lose a colony. That would suck. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have gotten in contact with the Kingdom of Congo down there, and we're going to help turn them Christian. Alright, we've turned Gibraltar Christian, and now we will work our way down the coast. We're going to do Tangier next. And our economy is iffy. We got to be very careful on our expenditures because having this second colony costs quite a bit. Oh lordy, okay. So I guess we have to extend his patrol to the Straits of Gibraltar. I didn't realize that was uncovered. So that's fine, our one ship can still handle that. We didn't lose much. A few thousand more men are needed before we can pump up our military some more. Boy, we're barely going to be ready for our next war. And the Indians wisely migrated away out of our range. That's okay. Yikes. Oh, it looks like they already settled the war with the Indians. Interesting. And I didn't see what the peace terms were, but it doesn't look like they lost any land. So, good for them. Despite us being a little low on funds, we're definitely going to take the 200 free population. We're definitely going to increase our mercantilism. Now that we've discovered a bit of the colony area, we've got 32% of the power in the Caribbean, 22% of the power there. So that trade, as that pumps up in value, is going to begin affecting our economy pretty well. Yeah, we're up to almost 40% of our income is through trade. So increasing our mercantilism helps increase that income directly. Oh yes, and they're finally reinforcing over in the colonies. Excellent. Okay, so we are going to grab Naval Ambitions, Diplotech 7. And one of the benefits of being ahead in tech is that it automatically reduces our corruption. So when we can get ahead of tech in these, that 2% corruption will disappear quite quickly. I think we can also build cannons. Oh no, we can't. We need, I think, one more mill tech before we can begin building our cannons. So we're making, I think, sugar was in St. Vincent, and tobacco in St. Lucia. Both of those are very valuable, which is good for us. And it looks like our king just died. So we've got that wonderful admin and diplo guy. How old is he? He's 38, so with luck, and he's got Midas touched, so with luck he will be our king for a very long time. One of the bad things is that kind of tanked our legitimacy. For whatever reason, he didn't have a very strong claim. So how much papal influence do we get? Each year we get 1.41. I think we are going to take the papal ability to increase our legitimacy. Well, or maybe not. Maybe we'll save that for now. Well, we're only saving it for the Holy War, which we need to be at war for, which we won't be for a few years. We'll actually go ahead and do the legitimacy thing. So we want the Pope to sanction our dynasty. That should help pump the legitimacy of our nation up quicker. And we're finally banking some manpower. There we go. And then as soon as our colonial regiment refills, that should take some of the economic pressure off because we're not spending on reinforcing the army. It looks like Portugal is finally establishing their army, so good job, guys. For the Caribbean, we are going to keep our knowledge to ourselves because Castile may have trouble exploring that far west because they don't, well, I suppose they have the base. I probably should have thought about that before clicking. I think Arguin is close enough where they can explore the Caribbean themselves. Previously, what I sold them was knowledge of this area, which they can't really go into because of the Treaty of Tordesillas event. One more month, there we go. So now we should be, I guess we're only making half a ducat a month now. Oh, it's because of our 2 colonies and we only have the 1 colonist. So, but we do have enough admin power to get the next level of admin tech, which also will increase the corruption going down. And that also allows us our second idea group. So for our second idea group, we're going to want to go with expansion because you basically got to alternate your way through them. You can't take all Diplo. It forces you to take a balance of administrative, diplomatic, and military ideas without paying pretty big penalties. And expansion also has additional colonists, 2 of them in there, which we want. So we're going to take that for our second group. And now at this point, also, we're going to switch our focus from Diplo to admin, meaning we're going to be getting a ton of admin power, which will help us blitz through this idea tree. Diplo will finish up on its own naturally. So we're doing pretty good with our diplomatic relations with everyone. Looks like Austria is pretty pleased with us. Are they good enough to ally with us yet? Still no, because our army is too weak, too far away, and have a neutral attitude. So they would be a nice ally. I'm not really sure who dislikes France. England, Burgundy, and Austria. I wonder if Burgundy would ally with us. Burgundy has rivaled England, so they are not really interested. I bet you Brittany. Well, even Brittany is not interested. Would anyone ally with us? That kind of stinks. Let me see if we can... Yeah, we don't want to ally with any of the people that would ally with us. So, that's a little unfortunate. See, we're gonna, I think, hire another general here. Actually, we'll grab a conquistador in case we need him to do some exploring over in the New World. He's pretty good. 3 shock is still quite good. So we will pop him on there, start them training, and we will also replace our lost cavalry. And now we're just going to bank manpower for the next 4 years and hope that we have enough to take us through our next war with Morocco. Looks like when that war comes up, it will be with Tétouan, Morocco, Tlemcen, which is now 1 province minor, and Jared, which also is 1 province. Okay, so that's good. Morocco is really going to be the only person we have to fight next war. The other people in that are all teeny tiny. So, yeah, we are converting the Congolese. That is good. We get some prestige and some papal influence. To inflation. Or 5 years of losing some tariff and getting corruption. I think that we will take that modifier because we're not really getting a lot of tariffs yet, as we don't really own too much land. So St. Lucia finished, or pardon me, St. Vincent. We will keep to the one colony for now and send our colony to that second one that was started just so we can bank some ducats in preparation for the war in a few years with Morocco. Looks like Burgundy just won their war there. So that's good that Burgundy is not folding to France. We will quickly reassign our general, have them walk over there and take care of the natives, which they do no problem. Then we will I don't know why I can't reassign them. I'll check that in a second. Okay, so do we want to get an heir? But he would have a weak claim. Boy, he's got decent stats. Although it would also increase our reform desire. So assuming a 333 is average ruler stats, that would be 9. And he's got an 11. But a weak claim. I think that we will just try to get an heir naturally. Reassign our conquistador, put him back on training. Basically all these regiments were emptied of people, so they're starting from nothing with their drill again. We will delegate more to the provinces because it's harder for us to get loyalty from the burghers anyway. And the monthly autonomy change should be balanced out by our decrease. As you can see there, we've got peace and the reform of the central bureaucracy and our government rank. So we will delegate more to the provinces rather than taking a hit to our taxes. Our conversion of Northern Africa is proceeding apace. Tangier will be done in a couple more years. I don't mind us losing our claim on Ifni because we're never going to fight Castile. So we will go ahead and revoke our claim on that, take the prestige hit. We don't want to lose our Inquisitor because he's helping us with the conversion, so we will take a prestige hit again and gain some admin power for it. St. Lucia should be done in another year or two, and we'll grab Martinique right afterward. Got about 2.5 years before we're going to be ooh, looks like Castile has entered the colonization game, and they're going for Colombia. The lands of Colombia are not particularly rich or wealthy, so we may just let them have that and focus on locking down the Caribbean and the eastern United States, which is what I think we're going to do. And when Columbus dies, we'll fire off this West Africa thing and then get access to some of these missions. But we'll wait for Columbus to die. think that we're going to make more money. Yeah, Castile is already applying pressure there, so I think we're going to pull our merchant out of Tunis. Yep, didn't really change anything much, and we're going to put him in the Caribbean and direct the half of the trade that's going to Bordeaux to Sevilla instead. Ooh, Austria declares war on Burgundy. We don't really want to see that because I think they're both enemies of France. Yeah, so this is very good for France because two of their biggest enemies, one who is a powerful state right on their border, are now going to fight each other. So yeah, France is likely going to capitalize on that and take a chunk out of Burgundy unless Burgundy beats back Austria. So I guess what I'm hoping for is for Burgundy to decisively win against Austria. And we'll go back to the trade mode for 1 minute. And at the next tick of the month, you should see that 65.65 ducats switch into this. There we go. So that pumps up Sevilla. Gave us an extra ducat or so income from trade. Doing very well economically, not so good in manpower still. And we basically need to bank the money in case we need mercenaries to fight Tétouan and Morocco. And they're slowly getting drilled up. Okay, so, oh no, we should have taken the deal earlier because this guy stinks. Felipe. 2-1-1, that's almost as bad a rule. Oh, I guess you can have zeros. So, anyway, not a good heir. We don't want that guy to take over the kingship if we can prevent it. So we got a decent queen, but a terrible heir. How do we get rid of him? I thought we could disinherit him somehow. Maybe he's got to grow up first, so I hope our king can make it to age 56, 57, and we can disown this punk and get someone better. Little native uprising, didn't really lose anyone. And the Pope calls for a crusade against Tunis. That's an interesting choice by the Pope. Wish he would have called for it against Morocco, but c'est la vie. Our drilling is coming along. Manpower is coming along. Treasury is doing pretty well. Converted Tangier. England now declares on Burgundy. Now I thought England and Burgundy had been friends. Maybe they just broke up. So there's no way that Burgundy is going to be able to beat Austria and England in two separate wars. Yeah, they're fighting Austria, Hungary, Bohemia, Siena, England, and Brittany. And it's against just them and Flanders. Oh, I guess Burgundy, Flanders, Utrecht, and Stettin. So Burgundy is almost certainly going to lose that war now, probably both of those wars. Okay, so we're going to continue our conversion of Northern Africa. We will grab Ceuta next. We would like to be able to do another admin tech in 2 years, and we probably could, but because the next bonus here is a colonist, which will let us double our colonization speed at low cost. Basically, the way colonization works is for every colonist you have, you can support 1 colony at a cheap rate. And the cost increases, I believe, quadratically after that. So while, does it even tell us? Yeah, our colonial maintenance is 2 ducats a month to maintain our 1 colony, and it would be like 6 or something if we added a second colony right now. So we're gonna grab this because, yeah, okay. So it's gonna let us support a second colony at a cheap price. So for just another 2. So we will begin grabbing Martinique. And it looks like the Indians that we knew about besides Patiguara have left our... Oh, looks like I can see one guy hiding there. So Porzil is slowly colonizing their own coast, but is not really in a shape to fight off the Indians. So we're gonna have to do that for them. And Morocco keeps claiming our territory, so they may attack us, honestly. And if they attack us and bring the Ottomans with them, oh boy, that would be bad. Because I don't know that us and Castile... Oh, I guess we got England, too. So that... Portugal, Castile, and England versus the Ottomans and Morocco. We might be able to do that. We'll see. Okay, so it looks like this is an event where we have an advisor of a different religion. But we don't want to hire that guy, so we will not require his service. A remarkable individual, but we all have our place in life, and we will take the prestige. Legitimacy is slowly ticking up. It should be out of yellow and into the green within a few years. Okay, this is a special building event. The Hieronymus Monastery. Yeah, we're doing fine on our papal influence, and we're going to need that money in a year to fight Morocco. So, unfortunately for the Hieronymus Monastery, we're not interested in building it. Ooh, looks like we've got a plague in Portugal. Salvation and piety are the only answers, because we've got good diplo power and we don't want to lose most of our treasury or lose our last positive point of stability. So I hope that plague clears up. Colony in St. Lucia should finish soon. There we go. And we're going to begin colonizing Dominica. And after Dominica, that is the last one that's connected by land, so we're going to need to send our navy over there and hop them to Guadalupe. But after we get Dominica and Guadalupe, that will lock down the Caribbean for us, which is very good. Ottomans have entered a golden era. That is not good if we're going to be fighting them. I mean, we don't want to, but we may end up forced to if Morocco ends up declaring war on us. Doing very well economically. 6 ducats a month. Yeah, as you can see, Burgundy is already getting the smackdown. France has gone to war with the Papal State and Northern Italy. They're probably trying to grab Avignon. Corruption is slowly ticking down, but it's not really high enough to impact us too negatively. Really? Oh, they started a colony in that place we claimed from the Indians. That's fine. We're not going to fight them over that anyway. Come on, Portugal. Build up your army, guys. They've only got one regiment there. We're gonna bring that guy back. And grab a claim on these guys. Mali is looking pretty big. I wonder how they're looking in the interior of Africa, but I suspect they might be, you know, most of it there. Now that's interesting. I wonder how they were able to plunder Tangier. I thought I had a patrol ship on it. Oh, and I forgot to take them off of drilling. You know, that's fine. If they do declare on us, we'll just run back across the Straits of Gibraltar. So we'll continue to train them for now. We're not going to take the exploration idea. We're going to aim for the tech. And hopefully, we just broke 10k manpower there, which is good. How are they doing that to us? Oh, and Columbus just died. Okay, so Columbus dies. We're gonna fire that off. We've got a new guy. I think what I have to do is maybe have two patrolling people. One that handles these two sea provinces, one that handles these two sea provinces. So, if that's the case, what do we want to do? Send this ship up there. I guess we'll just build a new ship because we can afford that. We're not over our naval limit, are we? No, we can afford one more ship. So let's build a transport. Where's it fastest? Do it in Lisboa, and in a year when that's done, we'll set that guy to sea patrolling Africa. Okay, that's good. Another 200 people in Dominica. Kickstart our colony. We can easily afford the 30 ducat cost. Yeah, okay, we can't have them constantly plundering our coasts, so we're gonna protect Europe and leave Africa to the pirates for now. Okay, when you have colonial nations, this event will fire every few years for each one of them. You can decide to kind of increase the tariff value or leave it be in exchange for a random bit of power of some type. Their liberty desire is low, and Brazil is eventually going to be very rich, so I think we're going to go with tax it for now. We're going to set them patrolling Lusitanian Sea and the Gulf of Cadiz. So natives are a little stronger in Martinique, so we did take some casualties, but we will replace those right up pretty quick. Boy, those damn Barbary pirates. And we've got enough to go for tier 4 of government reform. So if we go with administrative clergy, that basically will increase the power of the clergy estate, decrease our admin guy. Guess we will go with meritocratic recruitment. That will decrease all of our advisor costs, and burghers are... let's see how everyone feels about us. Yeah, we'll go with meritocratic recruitment. Oh, poor Burgundy. Those wars are going to be over pretty soon. And there goes one of them. Okay, so what happened? Burgundy basically ceded a lot of what will eventually be Holland, as well as some of their French territory, to England. They got Picardy, Valois, Artois, and Bruges. And they had to cancel their overlordship of Flanders also. So, ouch to Burgundy. That is honestly probably a death blow, because now France will be able to slowly gobble them up. So we'll see what Austria takes from them, because Austria is now going to reoccupy their lands and then chunk them again. Okay, so Morocco put a trade dispute on us, those jerks. We will do the same thing right back to them. Actually, I don't think I needed to do that. Let me see if I can... Yeah, I need a diplomat. So when our guy gets home, we will embargo Morocco right back. There you go, buddy. And then we will put our diplomat back where he was, working with neighboring countries. Just gonna see what the war would look like. If we do go on Tétouan, England would not join, but Castile would. Okay, so that is... What is Castile doing here? Oh, and that's right. Castile and Aragon are ruled by the same person now, so that's actually very nice. So they've got a big army. Although where the hell is their army? Did they send it over to the colonies? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, so they got a big-ass army ready to go in Africa. Another native uprising dealt with. And go back to drilling. Not the best. Naval supplies are not particularly valuable trade goods. We can do military tech. 7 is a big one because that gives us our first cannons. So those are very powerful units. When they first are introduced, they're not that powerful, reflecting how cannons were. They were, extremely difficult to move around the battlefield. They were not mobile at all. Firepower was iffy, to say the least, but they are excellent in sieges. So we will definitely want to build some cannons. Coffee is a valuable trade good. So 3 out of 4 in the Caribbean are quite valuable, which is good for us. so we are going to have to let our guys regain some morale before we go put down that uprising. And for Splendor, we've got our Portugal unique one already taken. We've got the development of colonies one taken. What do we want to do next? We are going to take the improved war tax. It's either improved war taxes or maybe justified wars. We don't really need to worry. Justified wars is usually a must take for most nations because it reduces the aggressive expansion impact, but we're not really being very aggressive towards people that we care about. We don't care what any of the, Indian nations of the Americas think about us. And stuff that we do over there isn't going to really piss off anyone in Europe anyway. So we might take improved war taxes just so that when we are at war we can... Well, and that only saves us some military power, which we don't... Maybe I'll take the cavalry armies. Adaptive combat terrain. What is the territory of our capital? Grasslands. So we do a decent amount of fighting in grass. Yeah, we'll take that just to... so we fight better in grasslands. That's fine. Okay. Another one of those cross-religious advisor events. We don't want that guy either. So we will let him become a local leader of our Moroccan subjects. Okay. It looks like the Ottomans have finally taken the last of the provinces from the Byzantine Empire. So the last bastion of the Roman Empire, the city of Constantine, is now in Turkish hands. All of Christendom is reeling from the shock. We will welcome the Byzantine influx because for 30 years we get tech cost reduction. And we just pay a little bit of Diplo and admin power for it. So come on, Byzantine guys, come move to Portugal and help us with your wonderful scientific knowledge. A region of Canada. No, they can discover that on their own. One thing I should do is break out 3 ships from my trade fleet here. Protect trade of Safi again, and then we're going to take the fleet of 3 ships, put in Antonio Francisco Eanes, our new explorer, and yeah, we've got some new exploration that we can do. So go finish up the Caribbean first. We'll give them 1 more month and then we'll retake Garb from the rebels. Okay, do we want to encourage the Atlantic slave trade or not? Boy, that's 50 years of extra 10% to our global tariffs. It's pretty lucrative. I guess we'll follow history here and, at least for now, encourage the slave trade. Oh, and that's nice. The rebels have decided to attack us, so we will get the defensive bonuses of them crossing a river and all that good stuff. That'll save us our manpower. Oh yeah, so that's a pretty good result, only losing 1,600 guys for beating off a relatively large rebel army. We will free Garb. And it looks like Venice is losing trade partners to the point where their trade league is gone. And it looks like they've lost a war against the Ottomans. Oh geez, yeah, Venice is getting their stuff pushed in. And they've lost pretty much all of their Greek holdings. A lot of this used to be Venetian controlled at the start of the game. So Ottomans are pretty scary. They chunked out Hungary, they chunked out Venice, killed the Byzantines. So they are doing quite well for themselves. Looks like we've got our new ship completed there. So we are going to take this ship and have them protect our African coast with patrol. I would love to declare war. Oh, where did they go? They migrated away. Oh, they migrated to here where I can't see them. So, let's see if I can... Yeah, I can't even use the spy network I built up there. That's no bueno. And I'm real reluctant to fight a war there because it would require moving our one and only army over to the New World, leaving us at the... Well, I suppose we do have allies that are pretty strong. So, I'm not sure if we should do that or not. Can I declare on anyone down here? I guess we'll see about grabbing Tapuia and maybe relying on Castile, Aragon, and England if Morocco were to attack us. And it looks like we can do some more tech. So let us grab Diplotech 8. Now we're ahead of time for 12 years. So that's going to give us probably enough time to finish off exploration ideas before we need to spend more on Diplo. And... build a workshop in Lisboa, our capital. Even though fish is not valuable because it's our capital, we get a lot of bonuses there. We're not that high on ducats, but we need to boom as much as we can. Okay, our diplomats have got us good reputation. Austria rejected the peace settlement with Burgundy. Burgundy is not doing well. Oh boy, yeah, that's going to be over any minute, and Austria is going to have their way with Burgundy, probably chunking out all of the places that Burgundy occupies within the Holy Roman Empire. Wouldn't be surprised if Burgundy lost all of those provinces there. Okay, our explorer finished the Caribbean. Let's do the rest of the American East Coast. Looks like it's going to be those few provinces up there in the north of Canada. Yes, we will re-royal marry with Castile. We do not want to fall behind in admin tech. And our, well boy, that 20 settler increase is pretty nice, but that's 2 ideas away. I think we're going to hold off on admin tech, or hold off on the admin idea until we can grab the tech. Get him back to drilling. I forgot to turn him on to that. I wonder why our second colony that doesn't... Oh, they both have colonists. That's why. Because we've got 2 now. Forgot that. Derp derp. Okay, let us... We'll finish all the sea exploration, even though we're basically going almost all the way to Antarctica. That's fine. Manpower is recovering nicely. We're getting close to being able to fight a war. It's going to take us a while to move these guys over here, so our Armada Real. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, hold on. I want you to patrol, and I do not want you to do automatic transportation. And I want you to patrol there, and I do not want you to do transportation. And I also do not want you to do transportation. So I only want the Armada Real to move my troops over, because I need the other ships where they are. So they're going to move my army over here. Aha. To Banamba. We are going to build a spy network on them too, and see if we can't grab some of that Indian land to fork over to Porzil and help them beef up a little bit. Castile is coming along in Colombia. Okay, there's that admin tech we wanted. So we are now nicely ahead of tech in admin and Diplo. Got a new decision available, pass the Act of Uniformity, which would make institutions a little more costly for us to embrace, but improve our missionary strength. And as we are going to be taking more Muslim land out of North Africa, that is probably a good deal. So we will go ahead and do that. And yeah, Sunni zealots are about ready to rebel. Oh no. We may have to use some harsh treatment on them. I think we will, because our army is about to be busy kicking the butts of some Indians over in South America. And that's actually a good place. I think we will call this episode here. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll try to be more regular with the videos. Work has been difficult this week, so I haven't had as much time as I would like to do my videos. I'm behind on pretty much all of my series. And boy, ever since starting YouTube, I really have gained respect for people who are able to do this on a daily basis. It's harder to create and stick to a schedule than you really think until you start doing it yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And once again, my name is Feanor. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you have anything to say. And I will see you again in the future. Thank you for spending time together with me on the internet.